Why, cat swine demon. Oh, now we're going to find out what is swine demon about. It was hot and the ground was really dry. I stood in front of my house, lost in thought, with my arms around my knees and my chin rested on them. I just cried my heart out, my tears came out and my nose was runny too. I hadn't been drinking much water, so I didn't shed so many tears even though I cried my heart out.
穗儿，别生气了，我们主了那狸奴也是没办法。
Oh gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! They cooked the cat! Oh gosh, no! Oh my gosh, that's disturbing.
就死了，都趴在地上不叫了，眼睛眯着，就没今天了。
Oh no no. Oof. Touched by the doorway, listening to my mom's voice coming inside from the house. Mom was talking to me, but I pretended that I didn't hear it. Because I was still mad at my mom. I hated my mom because she was just cooked by a kitten. Chills me out.
你奶奶一天昏过去几次，梦话都念叨着想开荤。你这孩子，到底是要奶奶还是要狸奴啊
I want the cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want the cat. I want the cat.
穗儿，听话，趁热也来吃点吧。不吃算了，再晚点，财儿就都吃完了，一点都不给你留。
How would you even eat your own cat? That's freaking disgusting. Mom kept yapping on and on, accompanied by the sound of my brother gobbling down the meat. Just beat it all leg. Still attached to the moment of big sip of soup. Don't. Oh my gosh, don't visualize it for me, please. Keep it to yourself. I didn't want to hear those sounds. Smell of the meat soup wafted around the air. It stung me with a bit of a gamey smell. The smell made me want to puke, but it also made my stomach growl from hunger. I didn't want to smell that. I tried to cover my ears and also wanted to pinch my nose shut, but I couldn't do it because I only have 2 hands. So I dropped my head and pressed my entire face against my knees until it was hard for me to breathe. The gap between my knees makes it difficult for me to hide myself and escape from this home I don't want to be in.
穗儿正心情不好，别去扰她了，让她自己静静。女儿也大了，她能想明白的。
I heard that deep sigh from Dad. Lately, Dad had been drooping weight stock, lacking vitality. Spending his days sighing with his head drooped low. It had been a long while since I last saw Dad, who used to smile constantly and provide a sense of security. It was just getting bad, huh? Everything had changed. It was completely different from 2 years ago. It hadn't rained for a long time. The last time it rained, my brother was still very young, and Mom had to carry him around all day long. I recall that day after 2 years ago when I was 8 years old, and it rained heavily. There were lots of fish in the river. I caught one and fed it to the kitten. That day, Dad even brought sweet potatoes back for our family. It was the first time I'd ever had sweet potatoes. Never seen rain before after that day. Without rain, a lot of things changed. The river became shallow and the fish died out. The ground cracked and the wheat also perished. The wheat began to fade and turn yellow and wither away before it could even fully mature. Dad desperately wanted to revive the wheat. He grabbed his hoe, loosened the soil, and worked tirelessly from dawn till dusk. At first he would smile and encourage us, saying everything would turn out alright. So long as we work hard, better days would come. However, the wheat continued to wither away, piece by piece. One morning I saw my dad sitting in the wheat field in kneeling position. Looking around, I could see that all the wheat in the entire field was withered and died. The way wheat and fish die is quite similar. When the fish die, it lies on the dried riverbed, eyes wide open, gasping for breath slowly. Similarly, when wheat dies, too lies on the cracked earth, swaying gently in the wind, rising and falling slowly. I sneaked a glance at Dad. I saw him clutching the lifeless body of a wheat stalk in his hand. He held it close to his chest, gritting his teeth, gripping his head as if he was in tears. Gradually his grip tightened, crushing the wheat in his palm, scattering it into the dry wind. Dad tried his best, yet there were no positive outcome, leaving him deeply unsettled. He began to blame himself, regretting the reckless spending for 2 years ago when he bought those sweet potatoes. Look, don't blame yourself for that. Like, you didn't know that this will happen. I wasn't sure if he cried or not, but I guess he definitely did.
我上次去换粮的时候，看到镇上的很多屋子都是空的。
人都逃走了。
啊，听说都在往东跑，要往陕州去。
Oh, okay.
沈姨不是说那里刚闹了兵变，知县都被人杀了。
沈姨竟会扯起流言，我问过乡老，他说那里并没有兵变。而且你仔细想想，陕州临近潼关，周围驻扎了那么多军队，谁敢在那儿兵变啊
I was still sitting at the doorway watching the barren land in the distance, while eavesdropping on my parents' conversation. They mentioned some towns to the east like Shanzhou and Dongguan. The kind of places are Shanzhou and Dongguan. But it's a rebellion.
哎，现在怎么办？家里的存粮也不多了。我反复算了一下，咱家这5口，哪怕每天泡稀粥，也只够吃1个月。要么，我们也往东逃。
不行，娘走不了，2个娃儿也还小，咱们挪不动啊。而且现在所有人都往东逃，关岛、山里都是蹲着抢粮的盗匪，不好走啊。
哎，可这样下去，吃不上饭要怎么办？
唉，镇上的当铺还开着，我明天再去当些东西，再去找乡老买些粮。
要么，把我的镯子也当掉吧。
那是你爹留给你的，还是算了吧。
当掉吧，现在粮价一直在涨，趁早当了买粮。等灾年过去，我们再把它赎回来。
可是
Mom and Dad are still discussing about exchanging food. I heard Mom was going to pawn her bracelet. That bracelet looked quite lovely. It was part of the dowry left to my mom by her family. The kitten was eaten because we needed to eat. Mom was going to pawn her bracelet so we wouldn't starve. Perhaps I should forgive my mom. No, Grandma. Suddenly I heard Grandma coughing. Grandma was awake. She was sick for quite a few days, even I passed out because of it. We were so worried about her and she was finally awake.
娘，
Dad and Mom quickly gathered around Grandma. She woke up.
刚才你们是不是给我喂了点汤啊？
Yeah, it's a cat soup.
给娘喂了一点汤，我喂的。
It is a cat soup.
什么汤啊？酸味儿那么重。
What's Tanji?
黎奴的肉汤。
哎呀，怪不得啊！
啊，汤还有一点儿，娘要不要再喝点儿？
不要，我不喜欢黎奴的味道。
Wow, wow, you're so ungrateful.
我马上要去见阎王爷了，不必给我喝汤了。
See, we should have kept the cat alive.
喝吧。
娘，不要说这么不吉利的话，你的气色比昨天要好多了。
我自己怎样，也只有自己知道。
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, you're the only one who knows what's going inside your body. And like, you can feel it if you're already giving out or not.
我刚去了一趟鬼门关， 见了牛头马面，他们想用锁链套我不是怕跟他们走，只是有事儿还没跟你们说完啊。
哎，娘，你说吧。
这灾呀，来得突然，但想来也早有预兆。
Oh no. Oh no.
早几年你爹走的时候，我就做了噩梦，梦到的场景，你们在我走后一定要去找水，要去找蛇，蛇的旁边可以挖井，咱后院的那宝贝不要吃，不能卖。我想见彩儿。
This little guy.
奶，我在这儿。
Oh, that's guy.
彩儿真乖。
Oh, Grandma tended to be more affectionate toward my younger brother than toward me. Whenever something happened, she would usually call him first. Okay, she would often forget about me.
穗儿呢？
However, I was caught off guard. This time it didn't take long for her to call my name. I stood up in the same spot, hearing grandmother calling my name. I wasn't sure why. I was getting a bit nervous. I wasn't sure how should I face her. Not long ago, I got mad at grandma because mom said grandma wanted to have some meat related to the kitten being cooked. But now, for some unknown reason, I'm not really mad at her anymore.
快过来！
Mom called out to me. I didn't hold a grudge anymore. Instead, I obediently sat by my grandma's beside with my younger brother.
我来了。
I gently called out to Grandma before sitting down and looking at her. Grandma was lying on the bed. Her breathing was weak but steady. I thought she would look pale since her body was weak. However, her face actually a bit red at the very moment. The wrinkles on her forehead smoothed out and a smile graced her lips, giving her a gentle kind of appearance. In my recollection, Grandma was always fond of arguments to the extent that one might even say she enjoyed stirring up trouble for no reason. Whenever someone in the family did something slightly wrong, she would follow them around, nagging for half the day. But now she's different from before, appearing very gentle and kind. I feel somewhat unfamiliar. I can hardly recognize this version of Grandma anymore.
彩儿，
Oh, a bedtime story?
你这身体还是好好休息吧。
A bedtime story, literally?
我休息。我比刚才感觉，我就想给两个娃儿多讲点故事。你们忙你们的。
Grandma gasped for breath as she scolded Dad for attempting to get her to rest. In that moment, she bore a striking resemblance to the grandma I knew so well.
彩儿啊，之前听过
没，
那
What about...
吞妖的故事呢？
Oh,
也没。
哎呀，那看来奶奶之前，那我先讲吞妖的故事吧。几百年前，华州附近的华山上，住着一头吞妖，修为1000年，4个小娃子被捉了去，其中有个勇敢的娃子藏了一把刀。
Grandma told us the story about Swine Demon. The sun went down as she went on and on. The sunlight in the house grew dimmer, so did the light Grandma's eyes. When the night comes, Grandma's voice grew increasingly faint. Each word seems to be struggle, her trying to breathe while speaking through her clenched teeth. Eventually, she stopped before I finishing the story. I thought she fell asleep at first, but I didn't hear her breathing. Dad came over and touched Grandma's fist and stood there absent-minded without saying a word. I also touched Grandma's fist. It was really cold and chilly. After that, Mom and Dad gathered around Grandma and cried. My brother started crying too after seeing them in tears. The room echoed with the sound of weeping. I was stunned and stood still as I glanced at everyone. I felt as if my heart was being gouged out with a knife, but I didn't cry. Earlier today, I had already crying all my tears from the kitten. By the time midnight came, there were none left for my grandma. Oh, yeah, I dries up quickly.